So, just a little update, guys. I have wired the first two lights together. There you can see the soldering. It went really well. And yeah, so now I know it works. There wasn't really a reason why it should not have worked, but it's always good to see it in action. Now I will wire the rest of them up, and then the center switch, and then this panel is done actually, and then I can install everything in the center console. And I am really looking forward to that. So, see you in the next part of this episode. So, welcome to another little update, guys. As you can see, the first 4 switches have been wired up, at least the lights. I have connected my little 12-volt power source, and as you can see, it works. They all light up. Now the next switch will be this one in the middle, and I will have to wire that one as well, and yeah, let's see how that goes. I can already see that the lights are a little bit dimmer than they were before, which is still okay at this point, but if it should get worse when this is wired up, then I might have to use the power supply from the PC that's already in there. There are quite a few more strands of cables there that I could use. So yeah, I will see. But so far this is still nice. I just want a glow and not really bright light. So I think it looks pretty good so far. So see you in the next part of this episode. Welcome to the last part of this episode. I've just finished soldering all the wires, and as you can see, there are shrinking tubes all over the connections. So this is really rock solid, and I've also wired up the switches so I can install them in the next step. And what I wanted to show you is, bam, they light up and it looks really awesome. I think they already are a little bit dimmer than they were when I just had 1 or 2 wired up, but I think this looks pretty much perfect. I could not light up the switch on the same circuit because these almost got no light at all then, and just the bulb here in there was lit, and this is pretty bright. So I will have to make a separate circuit for this one, but these light up and I think it looks really pretty. So yeah, job done. And now I will go on and install it. So, and here is the last update for this episode, and quite a lot has been done. Let me show you the button panel here first. So everything has been carefully soldered up and carefully connected. The good thing is that everything works. I've checked the buttons work, and you will see in a second that the lights work as well. What I have to do now is drill a hole here in the corner so I can lead a few cables through that, and after that I will mount it. And to give you an idea of what it will look like, when I connect this here and activate that here, then you can see it lights up. Let me kill the light here for a second. There you go. And I think it looks really, really beautiful. I have 2 separate power sources connected to this panel right now. The one for this LED here comes directly from the power supply from the PC, and those 4 rings are powered by this little converter here. And unfortunately the PC power supply was not powerful enough to power this LED and those switches together. I tried that, but the switches, they are the same like these here, and they were too dark then. So I have ordered 2 more of these. They are just $9 a piece, so that's, or $7 a piece, I think. And those will power the rest of the lights. And speaking of which, here is some more progress. This is the center console where the gear shifter will sit, and these buttons have been wired up as well and soldered and securely connected, so nothing can happen there. So they are ready to go in there as well. And another little surprise, I have my old start stop button, which is from my old car, the Audi S4, and I have changed that back then because, as you can see, there's a little bit of wear on the button here, and I got a nicer one on eBay and switched that one out, but I kept it for some reason, and now I have put that in the place where the cigarette lighter used to be, or the 12-volt plug used to be. And I think that's pretty sweet, and it's especially sweet because this lights up as well. It does light up in red instead of blue, but that will be a nice counterpoint to all the other blue lights, I think. This button will light up as well. I've already tested that. These 2 cables are for the lights, and those 2 are for the switches, basically. So yeah, things are going well. I will now start to drill a few holes, and I will have to finally cut out the rest of this back piece here so I can fit my climate control unit in there. And then that's pretty much it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. This one's a bit longer, and I see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.